Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the mud, switching lanes right now. Passive income, getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures, 3-course meals for dinners, 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different, cause the bag is different. Look, tab.
2 rollies in 1 year. I beg you, just allow me. I was listening to what's it called the other day. The Scorcher joint.
Which one? Over now.
Yeah, over now. Yeah. Yo, you fam. I'm not gonna lie, man. I love that shit, man.
Yeah, no.
I love that era, boy.
I found all them tunes, you know.
Sound out, girl. Oh, this complaining moan. I've heard enough.
Yeah.
I'm free.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-release them at some point, man.
Why are they currently on any DSPs or anything?
Nah.
Oh, right, man. You see, that's what I'm saying. Those will be little checks that you'll just be getting in, you know?
Yeah. So are my levels alright, yeah?
It's not alright, but at the end of the day, innit? Like, because of the thing I've got.
Yeah. You could turn
it picks you up anyway, so I'll just turn up at any point, man, innit? But you're the producer, innit? So you know what I'm going, innit?
Yeah. So, I think with that one, what I'm gonna drop it on one of them ones where you can just, subscribe to like an app where you get all the money.
Oh, like TuneCore and them type.
Nah, it's like something called Eventbrite, I think it's called.
Wait, so what?
So the money goes directly to you, like
100%.
Yeah, but you pay
them a subscription for your site.
Yeah, I think it's like a monthly thing, and then like if I post it up and you be like, nah, this is worth £100, so you can send me £100 for it.
Bruh.
Yeah, like if someone wants to spend a tenner, or I could put minimum £30 for this.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
And it goes like directly to me, like 100%.
It's kind of like what Nipsey was doing sometimes, isn't it? Like proud to pay type shit.
Yeah.
Wait, how does obviously as a legend in the game, innit? Like how does one make money these days in music these days, innit? Because I can see that your vibe is not really your vibe is not on this. You're not. Wizzy's not creating a TikTok to fucking sell a song. Wizzy's not doing none of that shit. Wizzy's just making music and creating art.
But you know
I'm saying, innit?
Every time you see me, like my thing is consistent. I'm just cool. I'm chilled. Like I'm just about good vibe and good music. So I don't ever want to do anything that's not in my character. And that's like, oh my days, like I need to sell something, so I need to jump on TikTok, I need to make a dance and all that stuff. Like, bro, I'm not about that. I'm not about that at all. Like, do you get what I mean? It's just like, and I feel weird having to act a way or a version of me that's not me. Do you get what I mean? So people saying to me, people are trying to tell me, like, if you want to elevate and be a new Wizzy, you have to do this. But I'm like, bro, but that's not my character. That's not me.
I'm not
You're trying to get me to act like me, but that's not me.
100%, I get what you're saying. Because one of them ones, if you're ever going to fail at something, at least fail being yourself, bro.
Exactly.
The worst thing to do is fail being somebody else. And you're like, bro, I didn't even want to do that shit in the first place.
Bro, it's mad.
In fact, before I even start, obviously, Wiz knows this can't come out. We're going to have beautiful, unfiltered conversations.
Yes.
And the pattern is, obviously, you already know what the pattern is. Anything you don't want inside here. So we're going to keep it real. We're going to talk the real.
Listen, this time, there's everything is staying in there.
No, trust me. I don't want everything to stay in. I want to talk so gritty that you're like, no, damn, you take that part out. And then hopefully you're like, fuck it. I'm keeping that shit in it.
Staying in, man.
So obviously anything that we say, I'm gonna send to you first and foremost in it. So this is no shock jock antics. I'm not trying to trick you off of anything to get anything out of you. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, first I want to start off by saying thank you. Wizards come bearing gifts. And if you know me, I wouldn't say I'm an avid Wizzy Wow art collector, but I've got Wizzy Wow art already in it that I cherish highly, which was one of the first
the bulletproof
heart, which was speaking to me at that moment in time. I went through heartbreak and I came out like a champ. And then when I saw it, and I was like, wow, this is me. It's me. Shoshana, go grab that for me in it. And then but now Wiz has come here with levels. And the thing is, this this is why if you pray, God will provide you with things, isn't it? Because I was actually going to hit you up, innit?
Yeah.
For one of these, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then you did the post, and I was like, oh shit, someone bought it for how much was it?
£2,000.
Someone spent 2 bags for the first one, innit? And I'm like, oh, fucking hell, bruv, innit? So that's why I didn't hit you straight away, because I was like, bruh, I ain't got 2 bags to be splashing on shit right now, innit?
Yeah, but you see with that, it's like people are I'm not going to say funny, but it's like certain people got this thing where they put up artwork or they're collectors and they're like, they want a story when someone walks in the house and be like, yeah, you see this piece here? This is the first. I was the first one to grab that.
That's important.
So, yeah, like I said, you got to play the game, innit? So I'm saying to him, like, brother, I haven't even dropped it yet. Do you get what I mean? And there's people that's lining up for number one that I can't, do you get what I mean? So you need to throw a number where if I go back to that person and say, look, this is the number, they're going to be like, you know what, all right, Wiz, let that go. Yeah, I can't.
Fam, and basically this is number 2.
Yeah, this is number 2.
So, fam, that's huge, bruv, isn't it? How many did you make in total?
10.
10, fam. So that's what I'm saying. This is what, as in somebody can't buy this off of me right now for 1.5, isn't it? Like I won't let go of this, isn't it? No one can't buy this off of me currently, innit?
You see this here. This is more than a painting. Yeah, it's motivation. Do you get what I mean? What it represents is like you can take it to the level of where Pablo took it in his field, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in that trade. You know what I mean? You're doing the podcasting, yeah? You're going to take it to Pablo Escobar levels. And every time you walk like through your hallway and you see that, it's going to say to you, Dammy, pattern up. We need to get... Do you get what I mean? So it's not only a painting, it's a motivational piece.
Well, because you know the same feeling, you watch Paid in Full?
Yeah.
You know, it's one of them ones, innit? You fling one of those ones on, innit?
That's
obviously,
exactly what it is. But it saves you the time of putting on Paid in Full. You just walk through your yard and you look at it and say, nah. Tomorrow morning, I'm going hard.
Now what? So what have been your favourite movies then, innit?
My favourite movie right now, like, it hasn't changed much. It's like Scarface, Godfather 1.
You have to specify. Yeah. The third one I've grown to appreciate, but at the time, lock off. Every single time, man. Boring.
Yeah. Obviously Paid in Full.
Yeah. All these gangster movies, essentially, innit? Me, I'm a gangster movie and rom-coms, innit? That's
you know what? The Batman,
the Heath Ledger
Dark Knight, that one.
Yeah.
And Dark Knight Rises, the one with Bane in it.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So I think those really and truly. I'm a Batman fanatic. Like I love my Batman film and Wolf of Wall Street as well.
Cold.
So usually those I can watch if I'm on a desert and the only films I could watch, I'll have those on rotation and I'll be fine.
You'll be nice, man.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You'll be nice. Now, obviously, Wizzy's a Tottenham native. Now, I feel like we're going to get deep into what Tiverton was to you, innit? And if you've got any funny stories growing up in Tiverton, because I know everyone knows what Ends was like back in the day, what Summer Times was like. Yeah. Some of these are crazy stories, isn't it? And I know you weren't one of those people that just happened to live in Tiverton. You were walking around with your chest high in Tiverton. You know what I'm saying? You know, certain man are from the ends, but they're not from the ends, innit? Yeah. You're walking around with your chest high. You know what I'm saying? It's like you were part of it. So I want to know what type of shit you saw going up there. Some of the funny stories and the good memories you've got, innit?
Funny stories in Tiverton.
Who got buoyed? As in, you don't have to, obviously, like I said, innit, this won't come out. But like, when you think of Ends and summertime in Tiverton, what are the stories that everyone just goes to, innit? What was a young wretch doing running around? Know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? We was just excited to like do music. Like at that point, like the youth club was there. The football cage was there, so we were just playing football. Like we were just trying. Like we weren't really like troublesome like that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Tiverton is a ends where like whenever we was provoked, that's when it came out. Do you know what I mean? We more or less just cared about being fly, making money, like having the best cars, best jewelry, like, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, like the girls and all that stuff. And we had a reputation to keep up. So we was more about that. But funny story is so the man them used to provoke some guy, I think it was a yardie guy. And he had a drop top. I think it was either pink or purple Audi A5. Yeah, I don't know what they used to do. I think they used to like egg him or something. But every time he used to see, every time he used to see, man, he used to chase, man. You get what I mean? So one day I'm with my Bridget McCasa.
Oh shit, Mac. Yeah.
I'm with Mac. So Max looked and he said, "Yeah, we got to go." I said, "Well, what do you mean we got to go?" He said, "Brother, we got to go." So my man seeing the wheel spinning. He's after us now. He's chasing us for ages. But the funny thing about it, yeah, it's like he's moving so mad, yeah. But he's in a pink drop top. So do you get what I mean? So I'm like, like, how did this happen? The man just said, like, like, man, sorry, but it was a joke. He's like in the pink, like, so man's just, you get me, provoking him. So I said, So obviously, after getting chased and getting away from him, like, man's out of breath. But man's like, bro, it's a man in a pink drop top, fam. Man, like, when we go back to the ends, the man say, why you out of breath? Like, man's getting chased by a man in a pink drop top. Like, do you get what I mean? So it's like...
Wait, how did you even meet McCasa, innit?
McCasa's on the block.
So I'm saying, so it's one of basically...
McCasa's he's my next door neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Like,
cool,
he's
cool,
my
cool.
neighbor, bro.
Oh, so playing out vibes, isn't it?
He's socks off at my door, asking for milk, asking for sugar. Like, do you get what I mean? So like,
and both guests are both Congolese vibe as well.
Yeah,
innit?
we're both Congolese. So like, it just clicked straight away.
Do you know what's crazy? I only clocked recently.
Yeah.
That Tottenham is a Congolese area. What? Growing up, like you, as in 9 times out of 10, like there's probably more Congolese people in Tottenham than there is at any other. I don't know another part of North London that has as many concentrated Congolese people.
I don't know. I feel like it's more Caribbean and
yeah, that's it. It's definitely more Ghanaians. Definitely more Somalians as well, innit?
I think that's now though. Like back in the day, I don't remember growing up with Somalians.
I mean, they were in Turnpike Lane, so I mean the north, innit?
Oh, Turnpike. Yeah.
So there was but I just clocked. Like I know bare Congolese people in it, and they're all from Tottenham, innit? Like, and I'm thinking, there's bare but it used to be Zaire, innit?
Yeah.
And
Zaire,
I only found out recently that Congo was Zaire. I didn't even know, you know. I was like, what happened to Zaire? Where's that gone, innit? Yeah. And they're like, no, they changed the name, innit?
Wiped it out, bro.
Yeah, but so you must know bare, what was it, Congolese Tottenham people, no?
Yeah, I know a few. Yeah.
What was it? Who else is a Congolese? Bear that man. Who's the other nigga that was in either? That used to hang around with. It doesn't really matter, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. Like, obviously, we see you from like the music side, innit? I think it'll just be interesting though. When's the last time you cried, innit?
Last time I cried.
Yeah.
I actually can't remember. It was like years ago. It was a few years ago, but I can't remember. But I can remember that I was just like frustrated to the point where I was just like, like I'm actually talking about everything and all the madnesses and like, I've just bottled it in. Now I'm actually getting it out.
And you have to speak about it.
Yeah.
Have you done therapy before?
What?
Done therapy?
No, I haven't, you know.
Is it? You reckon that'll be something that you'd be interested in doing? You know what? I recommend it to people because basically I started.
Did you?
Yeah, I've done therapy now, innit? I've done it. And I'm gonna probably try and do it maybe like once every 3 months. I feel like it's good, yeah, because basically, luckily for me, I haven't had that mad story, where basically, someone's come inside my house, innit, and killed both my brothers or something, innit, and like that massive incident hasn't happened to me. And 9 times out of 10, people tend to go to therapy when shit is fucked already, innit?
Mad, like, yeah.
So it's now I feel as though going there before I am messed up is, I feel like it'll provide me with some tools to navigate
for when something mad happens.
Yeah.
We're not. touch wood, nothing
yeah,
happens.
no, yeah, but it's one of those. But if something does crazy happens, or something that happens will affect with your mood and your and your vibe like drastically, then I've got the tools, isn't it? So I recommend people like. So I went now, and I'm like, oh right, man, it's a vibe. Certain times, then you clock as a guy, fam. You're telling this stranger some shit that you've never told none of your boys before, innit? And then you clock, like you said right now, like as men. 9 times out of 10, we don't even chat to nobody, really and truly, and tell people how you're really, really, really feeling.
Yeah, but that's why, like, for me, like, me and my brother, my good brother, Alex, we do this thing where once a month we link, like, have a mandem link.
This is annoying me, innit? One second. Okay, it's really there. Okay, it's calm, man.
You sure? You don't want to turn it up?
No, but it's calm, man. It works anyway. I do this all the time, innit?
Yeah?
As long as the mind's there, innit? Yeah, it's picking you up, innit? And then
1, 2, yeah. You sure you don't want to turn it up?
Nah, it's calm, man. Don't watch that,
okay,
man.
Cool. Yeah, so me and Alex, what we do is once a month we do this thing at this at his studio where like we get all the men together and we just have like a conversation where the floor is open. You talk whatever you want to talk. No one's judging no one. We're just taking it in and learning from experiences and helping helping you sort out whatever that you're going through. Do you know what I mean? So we've been doing that for a while. It's coming up to about 2 years.
That's a vibe. Whose idea was that?
Do you know what? It was ours, but I just remember one day, I can't remember what it was. I think it was my daughter's birthday or something, and then we was just at my yard, and then like all the parents and all that left, all the elders like they've left, so it's just the man them there now. Like the girls are in the kitchen, man's in the garden.
Sounds like a vibe.
And then we're just talking. I'm saying, raw. Like we're at that age, we're all in our 30s now. A man's opening up about certain things. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, because the girls are in the kitchen, certain men are like, oh yeah, like, you know, like me being a father for the first time, and you know, like people don't acknowledge. It's like they don't acknowledge me, so they like, congratulations to the woman, like, oh, so proud of you, and da 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 da. But he's thinking like, raw, like when she's gone back to work and I'm looking after the child, they're not seeing that. When she can't look after, when she's too tired to look after the child, and I'm up, I'm looking after the child, I'm not even sleeping, and I'm going to work. And he's like, raw, like, what about me? Like, you're getting all the big ups, like, oh, your pregnancy. And he's thinking like, she had a difficult pregnancy and I was there. Like, what about me kind of thing? So I was like, raw, you're actually talking some real I've never heard that perspective before. But he's like, yeah, that's been going through my mind with all my kids. Man saying, raw, do you know what? Maybe we should just have like
these chats.
Yeah, like, you know, more often, because like obviously like me having my daughter, like I want to learn some tips. Certain man that, you know, thinking about, do I even want a child? How is it going to be like? Because people think, oh, I'm going to have this kid, I'm going to be the best father and X, Y, Z. But do you know the steps? Like, you might want to take some tips from him. So then I was like, nah, we need to all, like, man, we need to link up. And then, like, through doing that, like, bro, like, I've had man open up about being sectioned. And then it became a...
Right, and the man them didn't even
know.
know.
4 people, bro. 4 people. And, like, they're like... And now, I'm like... No one's asking them why. Everyone's saying like, raw, that's mad. And looking at them crazy. I'm saying, how did you get there? Because to me, you look normal. And they're just saying like, bro, people underestimate stress. It's like, bro, just imagine one day you're normal, and then the next minute, every time you're talking, someone's looking at you like you're crazy. It's like literally a switch. There's no sign. There's no nothing. It's just a switch. Like you just, how they know is by people's reaction. And you're thinking, raw, like, what? Am I going crazy? And then it just keeps on happening. And then you're like, nah, I need to get checked in. Nah. Like people are saying, and then to the point where people are recording and saying like, this is what you're saying. It's like, no, I didn't say that. It's like, bruv, listen to yourself. When I say, yeah, I need to go and get checked in. I need to go get checked. It's just stress. It's stress.
What was there any drug use involved?
Bruv, every single one of them had nothing to do with drugs. They didn't do no drugs. They weren't heavy drinkers. Nothing. It's just mad stress. And this is the thing where like us men, we carry a lot of stress and we think, do you know what? We're gonna suck it up. We're gonna carry on. We're gonna get on with it. But we need to have an outlet because it can happen to any of us.
That's crazy, you know, to think, because obviously, you know, one of them ones where if it was like drug related, you'd be like, yes, I was smoking weed too much, and then it's happened. If man are saying that one day, because I've had that feeling before, where I'm like, what, am I moving mad or something, innit?
Yeah.
But you're saying, let's come, man, let's come. That's basically.
Yeah, so once a month, it's like, and bro, like my little cousin, yeah, it was mad. It was like emotional because like, I didn't know that he was going through what he was going through with his pops and stuff. Like, do you get what I mean? So I was just like, raw, like, the times he's dropped me a text and I've been too busy to reply back. Like, he's been not crying out for help, but he's just like, yo, like, my pops is not really there, but I see you as my an older brother. Like, you're more than a cousin to me, innit? Right. So it's just like, when I brought him to the meetings, bruv, he started crying, fam. Like, he's just like, yeah, like, I went through this, and do you know what I mean? And that, like, and then the second time he come, like, he started crying again, because obviously you can sit there, you know? Yeah.
Come on, you want some drink? Are you sure? Hey, you don't have to be kind, man. You could get some water, man, some snacks. Come on, man. Oh, okay, cool. When you're ready, innit? Just let me know, innit?
Yeah, so, like, obviously my cousin's, like, because our auntie passed, innit? Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Well, his mum?
No. Our cousin's mum passed. So like, he then like, obviously opened up about that because we just didn't speak about it. It was just like, raw, all right, cool, R.I.P. and you know, like being there for my cousin and making sure it's cool. But then when he opened up about it, I was like, and then he started crying. So I was like, raw, but that made me understand and, you know, feel like, you know what, I need to be there for him. Do you get what I mean?
But what did you open up about in the meeting? Because you're not just over there being a spectator. You're saying some shit as well.
No, like, of course I'm opening up.
Yeah, what did you say? Let me hear some of that shit.
It's whenever like, whatever man's going through at the time. And I think for me, one of the stuff that was heavy on my mind was just like, in terms of like, trying to elevate in our community and constantly feeling like I'm being devalued. Do you get what I mean? It's just like, everything is a negotiation of selling something. Like a beat is like, oh, can't you do this? Can't you do me this deal? And da-da-da-da. For me, it's just like, cool. Like, I will do it, yeah? If I give you a painting, like let's just say a painting is, I'm selling it for £500, but you want it for half. I'll give it to you for half if you promote it at the top of the hill. If you every day, anyone like get me sell, like cool.
Make it some sort of value to me losing this
exactly.
$250.
Well, some people will just like take it and that's it, and they feel like like I'm not doing nothing. They're not posting it, nothing. But then when they go and buy some Dior trainers, they want to show the world they got Dior trainers. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, it was constantly a case of that. And then afterwards, I started moving around a whole different crowd. People with money, like just upper class people. And they're like, oh, what how much is that? Like, cool. They're like, I feel like it's worth this. I'm going to give you this. So I'm like, raw, like, I want this from my people, but I can't get it. So it's just, that's what I was opening up about. My thing was just like, how do I find a solution where like we actually support each other? Yeah, cool. Like, I'll give it to you half price, but make it worth it for me. Like, get me 10 different clients that will pay full price. Like, make me feel like, yeah, I'm at home. This is our community. I'm willing to fight for you. So I feel like I was, and it was a case of that. And it's the same with like the music. It's just like,
well, do you still love music?
I love music. That's why I'm still doing music. Yeah.
Because I've got another friend, a producer as well, in it, but this guy's mainly a drummer in it, like a live drummer. And the love-hate relationship he has with him, he hates the business, bruv. He can't stand it.
And I feel like, and this is where I'm trying to make people understand that live musicians are important. Because like a lot of people just use them when it's time to do a show. Whereas if you bring them in the session, they can bring a lot of live instrument feel to the track. Do you get what I mean? They can really make it come alive. And this is a bit of a battle that I've been fighting as well, because I'm like, I want to constantly get in with them, but I understand that they have a fee that you know, that's their bread and butter, really. So you have to pay them like a one-off for the day or whatnot. But my thing is just like, if I want to be in the studio with you every single day of the year, I haven't got that kind of funds to be paying you £100 every day. Do you get what I mean? Whereas there's a guy called Les, like he's like an amazing bass player, and he's like, Wiz, I believe in your dream. Like I'm not even asking for nothing. I just want to be involved in your dream. And I'm like, that's the energy. And like, we need to show people that like, we all need to unite to make even greater music. So for drummers and all that stuff, like I get it for them. It's hard. Do you get what I mean? 'Cause they got it harder than producers. Like producers, we get called in all the time to come in for session, or called in to send stuff. Whereas drummers, they don't really get called for like that. Like nowadays, they do to make sample packs. But I don't feel like that's enough. I feel like they need
I'm saying, in regards to like the work that you've done in music, do you feel as though you've been credited for all of the shit that you've actually done? Like, you know, there's certain times, because what my friend told me before, there's certain occasions where, he's linked that person to that person, like kind of like directed a track together being there, isn't it? Obviously, he's thinking, I'm just helping my mates out. Some next you comes inside there, credits on the track, isn't it? And it's like, and they just erased everything that he's done. And it's like, he wants to get into the position where, you know what? This is the type of shit I do anyway. And there's actually a role for this. There's actually a fee. People pay people to do this. And he just wants to be paid for the work that he's doing, essentially, innit? And it's like, he just finds that music is nasty that way, innit?
The music business is nasty, bro. It's nasty, but you gotta have thick skin, man. You gotta have thick skin to survive. Like for me, luckily, I'm blessed enough to just actually love music. So when things goes left, like I just tune into the music and just vibe out. Do you get what I mean?
Have you had a normal job?
No, I have not. I had one like when I was young, like I think like in college times, some catering job. It was actually cool, you know, because I met Nelson Mandela, Will Smith, Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, he told me that. Yeah. He got fired, didn't it?
Yeah. So I was
in fact, go through that story, how you got the job as well, bro.
So for ages, bro, I had bad grades. Bad grades. And you know, back in the day, like your grades was everything to get a job.
CV,
so my CV was getting rejected left, right, and center. And then Stephanie, my brethren Stephanie at college, she was just like, you know what? I'm with this agency, and I reckon they'll get you this job. So I signed up with them, and straight away they got me the catering job, and she was working there as well. So I was like, wow, like this is a bit mad. Just like basically, it's what I dealt with was just rich people. So I'm just going there serving them, like. And I thought, you know what, I need something. Like I need to make my parents proud. At that time, I think I was with my first ever girlfriend, and she was working and stuff, and she was just like, you gotta do something. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool. Because obviously them times I was just hearing their little and stuff, and she was just like, nah, like you need to
get a real career.
Real career and da-da-da-da. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go. Do you get what I mean? And obviously I just needed something to finance the music, innit? So it was good. And then like I said, I met a lot of celebrities, and I was always in like proper higher up places, like the O2 was them Richmond, like really nice places, innit? And then
What did you salute Nelson Mandela? Did you actually get to?
he came up to me and gave me a handshake. But obviously at
Bruh.
the job they tell you you're not allowed, don't approach them.
Uh-huh.
Like just if they come up to you, then
Just
I'm not gonna
calm.
tell him no, innit? But like whereas man was at the front, like the entrance,
Mhm.
so when he's come in, he see man and greeted man. Like everyone did.
Right.
Oprah, Will Smith.
Have
like,
you told your kids yet? Or they don't even care for Nelson Mandela yet?
No, I haven't, you know.
Because that's a story that has to come up at one point to somebody, man.
Yeah,
like when he comes on TV or something. Yeah, you know, man shook his hand before. How'd you get fired, innit?
Bro, one day I got told to go to a destination for a job. I've gone there, it's just flats. So I'm thinking, why are they sending me? This is not the place. Like, this is... So I'm staring at flats. Like, obviously it's not the place. So I've messaged them, like, yo, I don't think this is the correct place. They did get back to me. So I'm thinking, yo, so I said, you know what? I'm going to be generous and give it 30 minutes. I'm just going to wait around and wait for them to get back to me or whatnot.
Uh-huh.
No one got back. So I said, right, all right, cool. So I'm shooting back home. So I've gone home. No jobs are coming through.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking, right, like, what's going on? Like, I need to go back to work because I need to make some peas. And they were paying weekly, innit?
Uh-huh.
So 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. What's that thing called? P4? Is it?
P4.
Yeah.
P45.
Came through the letter. Fired.
Bruh.
No explanation, no nothing. I said, all right, cool, back to the streets.
Crazy. And what made you get into the streets? How was that? I mean, like, in terms of obviously it might not have been like, like you weren't going to, you know what I'm saying?
No, that was later on in my life.
Uh-huh.
Earlier on, it was just little here and there, do you get what I mean? So, bruv, my CV, like, the CV, I couldn't get no job. And like, whilst I'm out there searching, bro, I'm going retail, JD, Foot Locker, everywhere, West End, like literally everywhere. I'm jugging to get a job. Not happening.
Mm-hmm.
A year in, I'm like, bro, I need some money.
Right. So you reckon you were grinding to get a job for like a whole year?
I was grinding.
Because I remember
bro.
these periods as well. Like same thing, innit? Like everyone was, fam. People actively wanted to work, innit?
Yeah. Like, bro, I'm like, yo, I wanna work. Cause like my brethren, they were working.
Uh-huh.
Like my other brethren, he was at Sainsbury's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Sainsbury's, are telling me no.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, what? Like, and then obviously my neighbor, he's mashing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's making more than the people that are working a 9 to 5. So I'm like, bro,
bring me on, man. Put me on.
I was like, bro, what do I have to do? He's just like, oh, like, boom. If you give me £70, I'll give you this. Break it down. Bob's your uncle.
And was that working for you for a bit?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's like it was magic. It's like where on my block, people weren't. There was certain people that was higher level, so they weren't. But they smoked.
Mm-hmm.
So like when their shift is done, they want to have. So I'm on the landing, so everyone's coming to me.
Oh,
so
okay.
do you get?
Yo, just convenient. To
Yeah.
them,
So I'm like, bruv, I'm making, I don't know, like a good £200 a day or whatnot. Like I'm like, just by chilling, man. Calling me.
So you didn't really have to do much, isn't it? Just
I didn't
not
have
really
to do much. I didn't have to leave my block and
market.
yeah, like
individuals.
yo, like go up to people.
Know,
like doing all of that stuff. I didn't have to do that. Do you get what I mean? So I was literally, as soon as I was on, people were like, oh yeah, cool. Wizzy's the guy. So cool. When we finish our shift or when we just want to have a quick one, do you know what I mean? So it's just like, and then they spreaded the word. So all I did, I was just on the block and it just came and came and came. So I'm like, bro, I don't need to get
and you reckon because of that, you reckon you progressed to go a bit further into it as a result of that?
I think I was comfortable there for a minute and then I always wanted to have a work to make money to finance the music because I knew I knew that I was unique to any other producer or any other MC or what that. So I knew that I just needed a few bits and bobs to enhance, to be able to then make money off music full time.
Well, what were you gonna buy with extra money, you reckon?
Say that again, sorry?
What was you looking to buy with the extra money?
Like a computer.
Oh, okay.
Like certain plugins, and at that time I was sampling a lot, so I had to buy CDs. So it was a lot of money that I had to that I needed to invest into my music. So when I got to a stage where I was like, yeah, cool, like I got the money now. And I remember like having a conversation. I say this to a lot of people, but having a conversation with Zion Richards, and he's just like, bruv, like, if you can just sell your beats like how you sell anything else, you're good. And then I was just like, yeah, all right, then cool. So I was selling them for like, I don't know, like £50 per beat. And everyone's like, yeah. So now I'm making more than you get what I mean? So I'm like, this is live. I'm actually, all I have to do is just,
legit.
Yeah, and it's legit as well. So I'm obviously the whole gave me that mentality, and then that's where I was different to any other producers at the time.
But you reckon you hustled better?
Yeah, I hustled way better. So they was just making beats and then trying to get on the radio, trying to get on a mixtape, but not getting no money from it. I'm shotting a beat, like one beat, £50. Like, I'm making money. They're going to work at Sainsbury's or JD Sports or whatever and waiting on their monthly money, where I'm racking that up within a week. And
you're making beats, I guess it's working on your craft as well, innit? Because I remember your name was definitely ringing, like, way before I even knew you, I knew of you, innit? Yeah. So that's oh, and funny enough, even what was it made you think? You see that reposted the video, innit? The Wiley video. That one went viral, innit?
Yeah.
And even Wiley commented on the video as well. Yeah, he commented on the video like this is a true story. Yeah, like true stories. Yeah. And even there was, I think Rimsey commented on one of your things as well. On my brother. Yeah. Well, have you got any more of these stories that nobody knows about, innit?
What happened? I think it'll pop up when within conversation. But
okay. But something else I wanted to say as well is, have you felt a bit like crippled? The fact that you're basically famous, innit? Yeah. And basically you're known for Wizzy Wow, the producer, you know what I'm saying, innit? Industry. Like, certain times, have you ever wanted a job, like literally just wanted a job, and you felt as though, I can't do this work because of my celebrity? As in, like, did you feel as though, you know what? Like, whereas, for instance, me, if I'm down bad, and for instance, innit, I've got a child now, and basically, and I just need £1,000 a month or £1,500 a month just to help me out of my situation. I've got no issues working in like a Tesco, innit, or Sainsbury's, you know what I'm saying, innit? Just to get that 1,500 for that month, that's not an issue for me. Niggas don't know who I am anyway, innit? But I'm saying for you, would that have been a problem?
Yeah, it was. I was down bad so many times, bro. I was broke so many times. I was broker than broke. Minus in my account. You get what I mean?
Well, even after some of your biggest paydays?
Yeah, bro. Like, I've gone broke so many times, bro. I'm a risk taker, bro. I'm a risk taker. Like,
yeah, no risk, no reward, mate.
I'm the kind of guy where, like, someone will pay me, like, £1,000 and I'll look at, like, a beat machine that's gonna make... So there'll be a beat machine that will help me make sick 10 beats within a week, rather than trying to make manually trying to make sick 10 beats like in a month or two. So I'm like, right, that's gonna help and it'll cost like £1,000 and I'll get it. But now it's going slow, like things has changed, and I'm like, shit, like I'm but I'm impulsive. I'm like that. I need to work on that. But yeah, man, I've been at that position before where I'm like, you know what, like I've almost gone for that job, and I'm like, no, I can't.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, because certain times, even with me, there's certain job, especially when you've been working in it, like certain times, you know, you're at work. There's not amount, and the thing is, there's no amount of money that any of these niggas can pay me. You know, I'm telling you, like certain times, I'm looking at my bosses, as in their partners, in like and sometimes they get bonuses of like 900 bags, isn't it? So I don't know what their actual wages. Maybe their wages is roughly around, like, say, the £200,000 mark a year, in it. Some of these guys, and even if they was to pay me that, the sort of like ambition that I've got, it won't ever. It won't ever work and suffice for me, innit? These times my cousin will just be coming in with a 250 bag watch, you know what I'm saying? And these are the sort of things that I kind of like, innit? And so it's like certain times, if you're inside of these jobs, if you're not doing something that you love, then the paycheck ain't really gonna matter, because there's always things to want. And what us humans tend to do is, as the bigger the amount of money, all that happens is, the lifestyle just goes up. So you can live in a council estate, in it, and your rent is what? Say, I don't know the prices. Say £500 a month. Yeah. If you double your bread, what's going to happen? You're just going to move to a place that is £1,000 a month, innit? Yeah. And then you just find yourself in the same cycle over and over again, innit? So anytime you find yourself in a position of just wanting to take the job, I commend people that don't do it and literally just go with their heart and just do what they love, innit? Because you survived, innit?
Because my girl, she's a G. She was saying to me, I do not want you to get a job. She's like, I do not, because I know what's gonna happen. She's like, I'm working, She's like, I'm comfortable. I know every single month that check is coming in. Like, as long as I do my part, it's coming in. She's like, I know you. You're going to get comfortable, and the passion for music is going to drop because there's no routine. There's no regular income coming in. So you're just going to be like, well, my job is cool and da-da-da-da-da. She's just like, get back on your hustle.
Where did you find her, bro? That's beautiful.
That's why she's my girl, bro. Because I was just like, that's what I need.
That is beautiful. If you see what else is out there, bro, these people that will just be telling you craziness, innit? And basically make you want to, like, basically rinse all your resources just to pour into them. Whereas you've got someone that's telling you, no, follow your passions, innit? Yeah. And then that's where the bread will come in, innit? When you're doing things like that. Well, do you reckon you still have, like, financial insecurities?
Financial insecurities?
Yeah.
What do you mean by
like
that?
In regards to, like, for instance, because obviously, whereas someone that's got a job, someone that's got a job, because even me right now, I still have a job, but my vibe is I've got a job that I'm senior enough now where, fuck it, it's like, you know what, I can actually pretend I'm doing my job, but I'm not actually really doing my job, innit? Yeah. Like, I put in enough work back in the day that I'm a guy at work that I could just be like, you know what, you lot, boom, 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 this needs to be done, and work hard and, you know, manage my time a lot better. Yeah. But I get a paycheck every single month, innit? So I can do other little ventures here and there, you know what I'm saying? But whereas you haven't got a job, the insecurity that will come into me is shit needs to be paid, innit? Like, on a monthly basis, and you know that. So does your mind, do you find your mind thinking about money a lot still now?
Yeah, because you need to
like
work.
You wake up and money.
Yeah,
money,
I need to work for it. I need to work for it. Like, it's every day my mind's ticking. Like, let's go. Like, if you ain't on it today, there's no money.
But you know what I say about people with mentalities like that? Because I remember, like, back in the day, you know, like, say the 21, back in the day, innit, yeah? I remember I used to wake up money, wake up money, wake up money. And during those periods, as a result of that, naturally, if you wake up thinking about it all the time, opportunities are going to come.
You manifest it, yeah.
And also, sometimes it might not be in the most positive way, and sometimes it might be the positive way. But I remember when I started going to work, and I lost that wake up money vibe, then you stop getting money that way, innit?
Yeah,
and I remember my friends that stayed on it, a lot of them are up now. And it's kind of like a predictable pattern where 9 times out of 10, they're my friends that are up now with their businesses and stuff. I could see the traits in them before they even got there. They were grafting too hard and they wanted it too much for them not to get eventually, innit? So that's what I'm saying. It's a vibe that you wake up like that now, boy.
It never ends. Like, when it's the weekend and then I'm around people that got 9 to 5s and stuff and they're like, oh yeah, like it's the weekend and they're chilled. My mind's ticking. Like there's no rest for me, bro. Like no rest.
Going to work, coming back tired. You know you've got a dream. Like you know you want to make a beat, but you just left work and now you're shattered, bro. Fuck that beat. You value sleep them times, innit? So that's why it's beautiful that you still got that. And obviously, I remember during your some of your musical checks, isn't it? You could dispel some of these rumors. I remember, obviously, I think I know the answer to this, isn't it? But obviously, when you got one of your checks, someone said you didn't have a license and you bought 2 whips.
Yeah. I was an idiot. Basically, what happened was...
Thought you were Birdman.
Bro, I don't know who I thought I was. Basically, I was on tour with Wretch, and obviously this was years ago. So I say, I'm gonna go link one girl in Birmingham. I've got a smart card.
There were no girls in London.
No, but I was talking to.
Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. Yeah, like a lot of people in my area. I grew up with like a lot of females and males as well, innit? So like I'm like, raw, like every single girl that like I've linked or been with, they're like out. Do you get? So I've always had to travel. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, back to the point. So gone to Birmingham now, I'm driving, and as I look
illegally.
I'm driving in my brethren Peter's name. I'm driving. I looked at the Birmingham sign. It said, "Welcome to Birmingham," and I looked down, and it says engine failure on my car.
Oh,
bro! I pulled up at the hotel. I was pissed. So now, after that, I stayed there for a day, and then after that, I got the car towed back. And I'm like, bruv, I can't be on foot. So whilst that's in the garage, I'm saying, nah, fuck, like I'm getting another one. Let's get another car, same one, newer plate. Let's get lit now. Let's you get what I mean? So I got the same car and a newer plate, tinted out, blacked out system. Like, do you get what I mean? Now I'm happy. The other one's getting done. I found a buyer for it. So once that was done,
it wasn't that bad then, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So.
Well, the Audis at the time, innit?
No, I had the Audi after. That was the smart car.
You know the streets lie. Yo, Wizzy's got 2 Q5s. He's got the Q4 and he's got the Q5.
No, so what it was is that I had the Q7.
Q7. That's what
I said, that's too big.
Yeah.
So he said, I got a better one for you, Q5. So I said, Q5. So I took the Q5.
All right.
Yeah, so people just, because I switched so quick, that people thought I had 2 cars, but no.
Well, what do you think? Like, for instance, if obviously you enjoyed yourself during that period, what would you, if you had it now, back then, what would you reckon the best thing would have?
If I had it now?
Yeah, I'm talking about not the cars, innit? The bread.
Yeah, I'm just the money.
Yeah.
Oh.
What would you have done differently, innit?
What would I have done differently? I would have had a conversation with my mum, because when you live at a council flat for a certain time, you get like a large percentage off. So she had 70% off. Yes, that's 70. So I would have had a conversation with my mum and be like, do you know what? Let's figure out a way
to buy the house.
That would have been one. Obviously, I bought watches, and what I would have done, because all the watches I had, they went up, they shot up in prices. I most likely would have bought one where I just would have kept in the vault
Mm-hmm.
and just kept it there for like never see it, forget about it, and then when it's
but the beauty of it is wearing it sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would have bought two. I would have had one where I'm happy and when I'm just stashing away. Do you get what I mean? And I would have got a.
What happened to the watches?
I sold them, man.
What for good prices?
It was a good price, and it hurt when I sold it because I was just like, damn, if I can hold on for it for a bit longer, I know it's gonna be worth more, innit? But
why did you sell it? You said it because what? Life was more pressing them times, isn't it?
Yeah, like things went downhill. Do you get what I mean? Like the music wasn't enough. Like no work was coming in. That was at a time where, like, remember that time? I signed my publishing deal. I'd done a few syncs that racked up to about 40 grand.
The Olympics as well.
Yeah, and then the Olympics. Chris et Michelle bought 3 beats for $30,000. So like all the money was just there, and I thought it kept coming.
So you thought this was just gonna keep?
Like, yeah. I said, yeah.
Life is like this now.
It's gonna keep coming, but I fell into the what's the word I'm looking for? What people talk about, you know what I mean? Like that's that typical story of I got the money, I tried to be humble, but I was humble as a person, but my spending was definitely not humble.
You know, it's not humble, but it's like one of them, so who can blame you though, really? And it wasn't just you. The thing is, it seemed like that happened to a lot of Tiverton during that time. A lot of you guys look like you were getting money during that period of time. You remember doing the watch thing? Yeah. All of you guys are doing the watch and champagne taking the time, innit? So it's like, to the outside, I don't even, it's one of them, it's nice that you've experienced that though, innit? Because it's a good feeling, I guess, at the time.
We got good memories, innit? Yeah. Like when we get together and, do you know what I mean? But I fell into that typical situation, do you know what I mean? I'm obviously for a long time I was disappointed in myself, but you know what? It's life, innit? Like,
and things, you're making the bread again, innit? You're making the bread again. You keep it.
Yeah, I'm that type of person, innit? Like, if I lose it, I'm like, well, I got it in the first place, so surely I'll be able to get it again. But this time, I'm gonna be more wise about it, and every single mistake I make, I learn from that. So I'm like, right, okay, cool. I know how to move now, and I know how to spend my money and where to spend it and saving and all that stuff. So,
would you ever have your own, or was it like your own like label or anything?
Would I have my own label?
Or you're just not interested?
I wouldn't have my own label, but I have like a little music group for producers where we just create like amazing music. But the title of like label or management, like no, like I do mentor a few people and like I help.
Well, currently even.
Yeah, like some people come to me for advice and stuff. And
like the Nux type of vibe. In terms of mentorish, I'm talking.
Not as deep, no, not like back in the day. Because obviously with Nux, like I was with him on the shows and all that stuff. Like
you put me on him. Funny enough, innit?
Yeah,
that's interesting because
that's the thing with me when I'm such a good music fanatic. Like when I come across a good musician, like I'll promote it to every single person that I come across. Do you get what I mean? And that was that with Nux. And like as you can see now, like he's amazing. Do you get what I mean? And when I heard him for the first time in the studio, and I think it was like 014 or 15. No, it was like 014 or 015. No, not 014. Sorry. I was like, yo, like he's sick. And do you know what's mad about that as well? Is that the songs that he had were songs that he had written when he was even younger. But it sounded mature. I was just like, raw. So now when you're writing new bars, you're on a whole different level because this is mad. And I think I'm not.
But you can still hear the. You know what's crazy about that? Because you can still hear the youth in him. Because because obviously, what's the Breakfast at Tiffany's? I think. Basically, he says, basically, you haven't even been to a room, yeah?
Mm.
And I've got a corner in there just for my shoes, innit?
Mm.
And I know them times being younger, going to a girl's yard, innit?
Mm.
She's only got a room inside of the house, isn't it? And you can keep some shit of yours in the corner, innit?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, rah, he's young, innit? He's at that age, innit? And I'm like, oh, rah. And the thing about you as well is, even some of the like, you rub shoulders with some greats that are not even, well, funny enough, because the way I judge my music is extremely, very, very personal to me, innit? I don't care if the person ain't got 20 million or monthly listeners is irrelevant to me. In terms of like rappers and people that are good or not, it's not based on the actual numbers per se, innit? So there's instances where you've worked with individuals that I rate highly, but that the world hasn't clocked onto, like Lems, for instance, innit? Lems is cold, but I feel like the world didn't just get onto it. And even what's his name?
You know what it was with
Central
Lems?
C's manager as well.
Bello.
Yeah. He was cold as well,
I got a
innit?
tune with Bello.
Yeah. I think I even heard that tune. Yeah.
It was on my mixtape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And these are good guys. So even certain times where when you've got love for the music and you put the art first, certain times it don't even really matter about the numbers. It matters about the greatness aspect of it. And it's like, you rub shoulders with that, but you continue with Lems, yeah?
Yeah, like Lems. The thing with Lems, and this was always our argument, is that the seriousness. Like, he was cold. He could have been here. He could have been up there with everyone else. But I get it, though. Like, it's like life happens, innit? Like, you need the money and you need...
And especially what he's rapping about as well, innit? It's the lane that he was in. Lems can't be Lems without bread.
Which I understood.
Yeah.
So I was just like, cool. And it's the same thing with like Tipper Dior. It's just like,
same thing.
They got to do their thing. You know what I mean? So I respect that. But I do have conversations sometimes, and I'm like, I'm gonna draw you out one. I need to draw you out one day. Like, just one time. That's it. Come out for me.
Yeah.
Bars, and do you know what I mean? And well, when I spoke to Tipper was like, Wiz, I'll do it for you. So,
well, he's in Ghana right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Living life, man. And you can see what Bello's gone on to fucking achieve, boy.
Look, that's amazing. Like, I was speaking to Bello.
YBZ.
So obviously, So he
YBs. I didn't say YBs.
So he went to jail right after we done a tune together, and then when he come out, we were speaking, and he was, funny enough, he's a really good painter. He's an artist as well.
Oh, right.
He can paint and oil paint, and he's the one that bust me on oil paint as well. So it's like, we then speaking about that. I'm like, like, you should stick to that, because he was cold. You know what I mean? So we always kept in contact, and then we didn't speak for a while, and then he was just like, yo, like, look, like, Rimsey's about to come out of jail. I reckon, like, you'll be good to like work with him, innit? So I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, I rate Rimsey. I used to bump his tunes back in the day before he went to jail. Like, I think it's cold, yes. And of course I'll do that for you. Like, cool. And then he come out of jail, and then he came with Rimsey to the studio, and then we recorded a song, and then Snap Capone popped up, and then it ended up being a single. Jada
and Styles,
Jada and Styles.
Yeah.
So that ended up happening. Do you get what I mean? So,
and that's your beat?
Yeah, that's my beat.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then from there, me and Rimsey, we've been tight.
Yeah, I can tell Rimsey loves you, man.
Like, that's my brother. That's my brother. Like, I love Rims, man. Like me and him, we have proper good conversations. It's like, that's
I rate his, and like, pause, innit? But I rate his thing, innit? Because, like, certain times, you know these guys, that come out, and I've always wondered this, innit? Like, so, and it's not, maybe it's not good, but these guys that come out and have birds, and then come out and they're looking good, and it's like, raw, like, they're, like, even once a bouncer as well, innit? I've got a kind of appreciation for guys that literally, but I maybe it's because they've been in prison for so long that they know the concept of time and they haven't got any of it to waste. So whereas, me, basically, I probably got like maybe 2-3 hours of focused hard work in a day. These guys have been locked up for so long, and they've been planning what they're gonna do when they come out. that they're just focused and on job. So when you see these guys come out and then they just start making bread, and you're thinking, rah, this guy was he's only been on road for 2-3 years, innit? And Rimsey looks like, well, to the outside looking in anyway, he looks like he's shining, innit?
Yeah, like me having conversations with him, because like, again, like, I'm very transparent when I speak to him. I'm just like, where's your mind at? Like, how did you do it like this, and what kept you going? And for me, I feel like he had a plan, it manifested, and it happened, and it came with rewards, which is money and numbers. So if it works, you're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
So for him, obviously his product is good, so it's a no-brainer. It's gonna work. Do you get what I mean? So it's just like kept working for him, and a lot of people do tap into the comfortability of it. You're like, oh yeah, let me just chill, let me go on holiday. Whereas for him, you know, no, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going, and run it up, and that's what he did. So it's like, I rate that. He's got the drive. Do you get what I mean? And like, and he's a very driven individual. Do you get what I mean? It's just like a lot of people that I've come across, like they've gone jail, and it's about like keeping up appearances, or like how tough you are and your reputation and this and that. Whereas what I like about Rims is just like, you can put him in any room and he can adapt. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like,
he comes across as a lovely guy, innit?
It's almost like sometimes I forget he's done that long bird. Because sometimes we'll be in studio or whatnot, and like a different producer will pop in, but from a different walk of life, and he adapts to that. Do you get what I mean? Like, so it's like,
yeah, that's a skill.
Like it's one of those things. It's like you have it in you. He had it in it from a long time ago. Do you get what I mean? So, and again, it's just like people like people that are comfortable, that they can feel comfortable around.
No one wants to be afraid of somebody.
Do you get what I mean?
Them,
So it's just like, they hear the mad story, but then they see this lovely person, so they're like, oh yeah, nah, like I could be around him all the time. Do you get what I mean?
I've been around him, lovely bloke.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? So it's just like, and he's clocked that, and he's running with that. But I just think he's just a great person anyway. You get what I mean? Like I said, from that day, from when he come out of jail and he came to link me to do Jaden Styles, ever since then, like we've been cool. You know what I mean? We tap in all the time. Like I have like, so I watch certain YouTube like entrepreneur stuff. I'll send it to him, and then certain times it'll be like, oh yeah, he'll send me certain stuff like, yeah, watch this. But yeah, when we link up, we always have like proper good conversation, and it's like he's willing to learn as well. So I'll talk about something, and he's tapped in, he's asking me questions, and he will say certain things, and I'm like, oh, rah.
You went Gladesmore, innit?
Yeah, he went Gladesmore.
Oh, you went to Parkview, innit? Yeah,
Parkview Academy. Yeah.
Oh, because I was thinking, so how did you guys meet each other? From
Bello.
Bello, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever been starstruck by anybody?
Starstruck?
Yeah, starstruck, innit? Like, as in, never.
No.
I thing is, that's what I was trying to get, because I doubt you would be, because most of the people in the scene, you probably come across them at one point in time.
Everyone.
Or even before they've even been the star anyway, innit?
Everybody. Like, what you gotta remember, yeah, it's like, there was a Be Cool remix, yeah? Do you know how many people was on that remix?
How many people was on that
remix? There's Kano, there's Sway, like all the big people were on there. Chip, like, as you know, as everyone knows, like Stormzy, I was on the first album, so it's like I've always been there from early. Like even Ed Sheeran, like I've seen him from early. Do you get what I mean? So it's like,
so yours is more of a vibe of, you can look in admiration as to where they took it, as opposed to, oh my god, it's Stormzy, oh my god, it's Ed, innit?
Yeah. I don't. And like for me, I don't know. I'm just not that kind of character to be starstruck and be like, oh my gosh, it's that person. Like, no.
Not even Will Smith or Nelson Mandela them times.
No, for me, it's just about. It's just I respect you. I respect you for putting in the work to get where you are at now. Like, it's just more of a respect. It's not really like. you know, starstruck.
Now, can you name a time where you feel as though like your mental health has been challenged, or a time where you felt, you know, that feeling you described at one of your meetings where, yo, as in this is a bit too much?
I feel like for me, when I was mentally challenged, and it was a case of misunderstanding, because it was at a time where financially I was great, but then I decided to indulge in a lifestyle that I've always kind of envisioned. But now I was able to do that because I had the fun to do that, the funds to do that. So that's like the extravagant lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? Like going Marbella, like just at the barbershop talking about it, booking it. Like, yeah, I'll book it. Like Saturday, it's Thursday and I'm booking it for Saturday. Friday, I'm going to the jewelers and my brethren's telling me, no, just wait next week, another one. I'm saying, nah, I want this now. Boom, that one. He's saying, oh yeah, but it's this price. Nah, I'm paying that. Like, I want that right now. Like, kind of just being able to just, you know, just be extravagant with money. So, obviously, like, I'm doing this lifestyle and like, the cars and all that stuff, that made me subconsciously, like, I lost Wizzy Wow, the musician. Like, so when I was showing up to sessions, I'm like, why am I finding it hard to make a sick beat? Why am I finding it hard to, you know, add a really good input to something? Or why am I not calling Rich and saying like, yo, is there any shows? Like, what's going on? Any music stuff? So it was less and less of that. Do you get what I mean? And then when I tried to tap back into it, like, at the time I felt like, raw, like no one's rate. What's going on? But looking back now, I'm like, it's my fault because I was too busy with this lifestyle, and this lifestyle was dragging me away from the excellence and from the my expertise and all that stuff and what I was really good at. Like, the only reason why I was good at what I was good at because I was practicing every single day. Whereas now I'm doing less of that and I'm doing better stupidness.
You're enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, and I'm getting drunk every night. Not even weekend.
Oh my God. I've got some video of you burst, bro. Oh, your 21st birthday. You were burst. Oh, Lord. It's so funny, you know.
Bro, and I'm not a drinker like that. I'm a lightweight. Do you get what I mean?
Give it was your birthday, innit? So you're allowed to be bursted on
But now, this ain't my birthday. I'm just, you get what I mean? Like, imagine I'm living in a brand new built yard in Palmer's Green. Like, I've gone in there and I'm saying, I want to buy this. Listen, you can't, don't work like that. I'm like, nah, but I got the money. Like, I want to buy this. Like, well, I can put this much down. They're like, nah, you can't. So what we suggest is that you rent it for a while, and then we can discuss something afterwards. I'm like, yeah, cool. Let me rent this. They're like, oh, but you got to put 9 months deposit down. I said, yeah, boom, I put it down.
Fucking hell,
so I've got this yard now.
Fucking hell, man.
So I put this money down. And then my brethren. So now we're constantly going Essex all the time. Essex. So my brethren said, like, Rod, you know what? I'm looking to move out. We should move in together, innit? Like, get a decent yard in Essex. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. We've got the yard in Essex. I'm still living in this place, you know.
You're an idiot, bro. You're living in 2 yards.
2 yards. One of my brethren didn't want to live at home. I said, yeah, boom, move into my place. Just pay me the monthly rent, innit? But it was too much for him. So I said, just pay me anything. Pay me anything a month.
What? So, that is mental, bro. Well, how much was he probably be paying you? Not even half the amount of the rent.
Not even half the amount, bro.
Bro, you're moving crazy, bro.
I was moving crazy. I deserve to lose all of that.
That is mental.
Like, you know, like when you're taking a piss, I was taking a piss, but I don't know. It's like I didn't even know that I was doing it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it seems like you didn't respect the money, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because you worked for it. Like, you know what I'm saying, innit? But obviously you thought it was going to keep on coming like that.
Yeah, but now when it's dropping and now I'm trying to get into these sessions and do it, like everyone's like,
nah,
you're
brother.
not the same. Whereas now I'm understanding, like, raw, like, Wiz, it was you. Like, it was you. So that when the decline started happening, that's when I was just like, okay, the money's going down.
And
the sessions is less. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? Like, and that's where mentally, like, and then now I'm like, raw, like, I feel like I need a female companion to, do you know what I mean? And now they're like, oh, Wizzy. And then now when they're with me, they're like,
this is a champagne Wizzy that we knew from before.
It's not the same. So now it's all at high at first. Like, yeah, he's got it. Like, I'm able to do certain bits. And then when they're realizing, they're like, nah, I'm busting out. So now when they're busting out, I'm like, even the girls are busting out now. So now my mental is, do you get what I mean? I had to go back home. I went back home, and then Mumsy brought me back to life. Do you get what I mean? And me and my dad, we ended up being cool and just like now. Like,
well, you weren't cool before.
We was cool, but we didn't really communicate with each other like that. Do you get what I mean?
That's the story of most African households, boy.
But now, like, it's great. Like, my dad's like, it's basically my mentor.
Fam, I wish I could say something like that, boy.
Yeah, but again, that's obviously another thing that I spoke at the link up, the monthly link up that I usually do. And then how me and my dad mended that. So, like, yeah, anything to do with, like, even music, even art, like, I'll phone him like, Dad, I'm stuck. Like, what do you think I should do?
Oh, and he drops gems.
Yeah, he drops gems. He's like, yeah, like, I reckon you should do this, do that. And, yeah, I mean, and it always works.
Wow, man.
Always works. So, yeah, like, but I'd say, like, my dad's like, he's my mentor.
Yeah, I need to remember my relationship with my dad, innit?
You get there. You get what I mean?
I need to have this conversation ASAP, though, because, you know, like, life is in progress. My man could die tomorrow, even, innit?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Which is bonkers, bruv, innit? Yeah. And I was going to ask you as well, in regards to, like, obviously, you're Wizzy Wow, you're the musician.
Yeah.
And the sort of field that you're in, it's almost like, it's, like, making beats. Somebody has to like it, someone doesn't have to like it.
Yeah.
And there must be a case of certain times. Have you ever had, like, imposter syndrome? Of, yo, am I actually good enough to be in this room before? Have you ever felt that feeling of, as in, for instance, like you said, one of those Estelle Michelle, whatever, is this
Chrisette Michelle.
Chrisette Michelle
Yeah.
walks in and you're like, bruh, okay, a whole session kind of depends on whether or not she likes what I've created, innit? And this beat that you've liked, oh, you're next. And you're like, oh, fuck, man, what's going on here, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, have you ever been in a situation where you felt like, you know what, maybe you're doubting yourself, like, maybe I'm not good enough?
Yeah, so I had to do a beat for Chelsea Football Club. Yeah.
Bruh.
So, bro, they made it a big deal. Like, I went into a meeting, like a corporate meeting in the office. They're like, yeah, we need it to be like this. We need it to be like that. I was just like, bro, this is serious. Like, they're all in suits. It's like a big round table. Like, white geezers looking at me. I'm saying, raw, I feel like I'm about to join the Illuminati or something.
This
bro.
shit
Like,
looks serious,
mad.
isn't it?
So they was like, cool, we're going to organize a studio session for you. Bear in mind, yeah, studios that I was going to was about this size, sometimes a bit bigger.
Little mixing board.
Mixing board. Sometimes not even mixing board. Bro, they brought me to this studio, yeah. Fam, it looked like a basketball hall. It was huge, bro.
So like a live band over the studio.
I could legit play basketball, yeah. I could run back and forth twice and be out of breath. Like, that's how big and massive it is, yeah. They had a massive screen and they had the So basically, I was producing for Chelsea's football club's new kit.
Mm-hmm.
So they shot the video already, so it's in silence. I need to make music to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching it and having to make the beat make sense with it. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, and all of them are there. They're watching me do it as well.
Fuck that, man. That's
So
long, bro.
at this point, I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, not even like as in a bad thing. It's like, bro, am I actually here? And then I have to snap out of it. I'm like, bruv, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I
they
need the
brought me in here
bread
for my skill.
and I need to show them that I'm
who I am.
I'm the right guy for the job. So obviously, I think that was a moment for me still. Like, and then when I done it, there's no facial expression. Everyone's just looking at me. I'm sitting,
How did you feel about the work?
I was what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, they gave you a specification though, innit? They were like, we want it to be like this. And you're like, you're understanding the specification.
Bro, I am watching something in silence. And I'm having to make a beat to the sound effects and all that stuff. I had to like making the beat watching. And I'm telling them, rewind it, please. Like, oh, like, that's gradually happening. Boom, 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 boom. So like, do you get what I mean? So it's like, whoa. Like, it was like pressure. That's what it was. I felt it was constant pressure.
Fucking hell.
Like, I was on edge the whole way.
Did you deliver?
Yeah,
and did they like
I
it?
made it. Yeah, I made it.
Was this pre or post Olympics one?
Before Olympics?
Before Olympics. Okay.
Olympics.
So that probably even helped you get your Olympic work then, innit?
Yes, it helped me get my Olympic one.
Fucking hell, man.
So I made that one and they was just like, yeah, we love it. 12 grand. Bam.
Wow.
These times are £1,000 for a beat, 1,500 came with 12. I said,
yes.
all right.
We're
Pressure
in the big
done.
time.
Now I'm comfortable.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
And who got you that gig anyway?
There was one woman, what I consider her as a sister, a queer. She works with Stormzy quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she currently still does, but like he bigs her up quite a lot. A queer. And she worked with Chip quite a lot as well. She helped me get the Chip advert that I did with him, that Hardcore High, the Adidas one.
Oh, back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh, I didn't even know you were involved in that one.
Yeah, so I produced the advert for that.
Right, so, that was even before it, or around the same time as this Wiley freestyle thing, innit?
Yeah. No, that was after.
But how long after though?
That was a bit after that. Chip had done his thing, but I think it was even after his album.
Well, after I Am Chipmunk?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That. But he's been connected to Adidas for so long, boy.
Yeah, the thing.
Or maybe just wearing it, even.
Bro, you see that time, it was like a family, bro. Like a queer was like our older sister. Like she was just looking after. She's like, come in the office.
And she's still with Stormzy now, you reckon?
I'm not too sure. But yeah, she was like, come in the office. Like, come. We're coming. We're chilling. We're busting jokes. And she's like, do you wanna go to the back? And the brother go to the back. She's like, yeah, pick what you want.
Pick what? What's that?
Trainers, tracksuits, anything. We're going to the back. I'm like, yeah, like, look, my mum needs some trainers as well. So every time I went there, she was like, get yourself some pair and get your mum some pair.
Rah, man.
Like that. It was
I
like
believe you had the plug like this.
Yeah. Well, she was like that. But whenever you take a picture, make sure you're in Adidas. So man was doing that. Do you get what I mean? But she got me jobs as well. She got me the what do we call it? The Chelsea Football Club one, and yeah, the Olympics. I've done that with Rich, innit? So, but yeah, man.
All right, man. You lived like 30 lives, man. I remember one of my friends, you know, Dotstar. Dotstar. He used to.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dotstar. Yeah,
R.I.P.,
my guy, innit?
Yeah.
I remember he told me. I'm not sure if it was Adidas or Nike. Yeah, but they said they had a code word in it. Yeah, for musical artists. Yeah, that they would give shit to. They used to call them "You Get Me's."
Is it?
Yeah. And I was like, raw, that's a bit dark. And he's like, yeah. I think it was Nike, innit? He was like, yeah. How they used to call them, oh, just get some You Get Me's, innit? And then put them in there. But obviously, Bear the Man, them are happy. They were getting mad free shit at the time, innit? And I don't know somebody figured it out. Hold on 1 second. We're actually providing a bit of what was it? Value for you guys, isn't it? You need to start paying us for this shit now, innit? Who was the first person to start getting paid? You probably know.
What,
or when did you start getting paid from some of these brands?
Because I remember I had the Nike link.
Oh wow!
I was getting free Nikes.
Is it?
Yeah, Jordans, everything. Like I was getting free Nikes. It was a guy that was working at the time. His name was Nana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he laced us up. I was like, yeah, free Nike. When I went over to Adidas, now I'm getting paid.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because remember, like the Chelsea Football Club, because their kit changed into Adidas.
Yeah.
To get Olympics, Adidas. So they were paying, man. The chip hardcourt high, Adidas. So I'm like, right, well, I'm staying here then.
Yeah, of course, isn't it?
And everything I'm wearing is, if I'm not wearing designer, if I'm wearing sportswear, it's Adidas because I'm loyal to them. I make an appointment. I'll go in there. I'll go in the back and I'll grab whatever I want.
Make an appointment and then you could go shopping, essentially.
Jackets, like.
And I was paying back then for Adidas. I used to get the premium things as well. Not Y3, the premium Adidas.
No, we didn't get Y3 though. We did not Y3.
Man, I don't think I don't have a one Y3 item whatsoever. That shit was expensive for no reason, but I had the shell because that was my thing. I had to have the shell one. And what one for Space Boy? How did that come about? And why did that end?
Space Boy.
What time is it now anyway, bro? Yeah, niggas got a watch on. You can't even go on.
It's a skeleton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got a watch. You can't even tell the time on it.
Yeah, it's an open work.
What time is it?
7:55.
Oh, that's calm anyway. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. What was the question again?
About Space Boy. How did that come
Space
about?
Boy. Obviously, I've done Be Cool. So again,
Space Boy must have happened before Be Cool.
Yeah, it did. It was me, Makesa, and Ben. Remember Ben?
Which Ben? Oh,
Mixed Face Ben.
Yeah, my Ben.
Yeah. Ben done the designs.
Sounds coconut to now. Yeah.
Ben done the designs.
I never knew Ben was a part of Space Boy.
He was part of Space Boy. He done the designs. We used to go to his yard, bro.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We used to go to his yard. Obviously, like his mum and his sisters in there. We was practically living in there. So so we decided. That's what I'm saying. We were early, bro. Because you know what it was, yeah? It's like Isaac was around Sonny.
Yeah.
And Sonny was connected to Trapstar.
Yeah.
So we was seeing the
designs. And they wouldn't even sell it. You couldn't buy Trapstar.
You couldn't.
You had to either be Rihanna, what's his name, Jeezy. Yeah. They were just giving them out.
So Sonny was coming back with bare them. Even Isaac had some.
Sonny would give it to Isaac. Yeah.
So we was like, no, we need our own thing. So we tried to figure out. We figured out where Trapstar was printing their stuff. So we was just like, yeah, all right, cool. We found out the price. I said, yeah, but we're gonna do our thing now. So started Space Boy because like our thing was like we want to be fly. Do you get what I mean? So like when you're flying, like people say sky's the limit. Let's say we're more than the sky the limit. We're spaced out. So like, okay, cool. I'm gonna call it Space Boy because we was into like
and
Billionaire Boys Club. And, like they had the space help. So he's like, yeah, we're gonna call it Space Boy. So we done that. And obviously I done Be Cool. And on the hook it says I'm Space Boy Fly. I don't know about you. Yeah. So obviously I wore it in the video and all that stuff. And then yeah, man. So I don't know. And then with time, I guess it just kind of fizzled out. Do you get what I mean? Like,
man, it's a shame.
Like, I think we outgrew Space Boy. It's like,
and plus the fashion kind of, but obviously Space Boy could have evolved with the fashion as well, innit? But it's one of those ones, man. I remember that. Makesa was a fly guy as well. Makesa, fashion-wise, is like 30 years.
Yeah.
I remember when Makesa was doing tight jeans and stuff. Nobody was going that tight ever.
Bro, imagine, man's on the block, One day, bear in mind, we're all wearing straight jeans. He comes out with skinny jeans, they look like leggings.
And jeggings.
Yeah, jeggings, and a skateboard. And we're like, bruv, where are you going with this? Bruv.
He didn't give a fuck though, boy.
But that's what we liked about him.
He
'cause
didn't
like,
give a fuck.
we're like, you don't even care.
I remember one time what Bin said. I remember I was with Bin and Isaac in it, yeah? And then Mikasa was walking past and Bin was looking at him. This is him. He says, I don't understand how you're able to just leave your house like this. Why don't people throw tomatoes? Why don't people throw tomatoes at you, innit? And the thing about Mikasa is, Mikasa has been, you know how people are doing the baggy fit?
Yeah.
Mikasa's been on the baggy fit and left it. He's back in skinny now, innit? Because he's like 10 years ahead of everybody fashion-wise. And by the way, can you vouch for, and because I'm going to bring Mikasa on here as well, innit?
Yeah.
Has Mikasa got his hair done or something?
Bro.
Because as far as I'm concerned, that nigga's been bald the whole of my life.
I know. I saw him not
And now
too
he's
long
got
ago.
full-on hair. He's got a full-on hairline.
Listen, he's got cane roll.
No.
I
When did you see
swear to
Mikasa last?
When was the reunion? 2 weeks ago?
Mikasa's got cane roll.
Roll. I looked at his hair. I said, I'm not even going to ask you. I'm not even going to ask you.
I'm bringing him on.
People were making jokes already. It said, oh, you just come back from Turkey.
Nah.
Because they're saying he got it. But I said, you know what? Mikasa's Mikasa. Like, that's it.
He's got cane roll.
He's got cane roll.
No way. That's what I'm saying. You know, there's other people. You see them with hair. They've lost it. Cool. But him, I never. Because everyone knows you, Wizzy Wow. You got nice hair in it, innit? I don't know what Mikasa hair's like. His hair's always been so low that I just imagine him being bald the whole of his life.
He's got tattoos on his head, so he's gone bald and then tattooed his head. And then one day I saw him on he's not even on Instagram anymore.
But I mean, when he was on Instagram, I saw black. This is me. I was like, there's something a bit. I'm going to bring Mikasa on. Yeah, he's going to have to own up to his crimes, boy.
Yeah. Mikasa is a fly guy. He was an inspiration, like, to me, like, in terms of fashion freedom. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, I'm like, all right, cool. So that's why even on the Be Cool, I said, I got my Nike kicks, but now I want my Van shoes.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about Vans.
Yeah, that's Mikasa's
So
shit.
now everyone's cool to wear Vans in the ends now. Like, it's cool to be cool. Do you get what I mean? So that was inspiration from.
Yeah, he was heavily
Mac.
Pharrell influenced as well.
Yeah. So yeah, Spaceboy kind of ended that way. It didn't end in a bad way, but I think like we all kind of evolved and our focus switched because it was a lot. Like, we was hands on. We had to go to the factory. We had to get the product, deal with the labels and like deal with the payments. And it weren't card. Like, we was linking everyone, jumping on trains and how are we gonna promote? Let's all like. It was just so much. It was so much.
And plus the level that you guys were doing it as well. It's a case of you guys are perfectionists, isn't it? So you kind of want it to be levels, especially when you're trying to mirror Trap Star. The way that these guys were delivering their pieces before weren't normal, boy.
Yeah, their packaging was mad. Like,
Pizza boxes, what was it? The all crazy bags and shit.
Yeah.
Bam, what them man have done, innit? And the thing about it is, I want them to, because obviously I've seen the story that they put out, but I want the real story, man, innit?
I don't think we're gonna get the real
story. I want the real story because
obviously, like, I was obviously Sonny was there. And not that I was around Sonny, but then Isaac would say like, X, Y, Z. I'm like, ooh, all right, okay, cool. That's where, do you get what I mean? I'm putting 2 and 2 together, so I'm like,
and plus, obviously, the name Trap Star, you're hearing it. And what they did branding wise, it's almost as like they were branding for like almost like 5-10 years before they even started selling. I've been on their mailing list for like, what was it? Because at one point I was sick and tired of going to Sonny and Isaac. Yo, I want some Trap Star shit. No one's giving me nothing, innit? So I signed up to the mailing list myself. I must have been on there for about 5 or 6 years before they even started selling clothes. So all you people saw, it was almost like, were people wearing them on the streets of cool people that are wearing them, and you're like, how the fuck is he getting it? How's he getting it? And then you start seeing him doing the pieces in it, and it's like, oh, rah. And then they're just going like this. So all of those are these clothing guys. I rate them so highly, bro, innit?
Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot still. So, and I do you know, hats off to him. Do you know what I mean? And Trap Star doing it really cold, and we knew about them before the masses. Do you know what I mean? And for them,
I be telling people these stories. They're like, oh, whatever, man.
Nah, we knew about them from way before. A lot of people still like with the with the Velcro
thing of the star at the back, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. And before I let you go, what I want to say is basically, Wiz, as I'm not sure if I even got this in the beginning. I'm saying you've gifted me this beautiful piece over here. Tell us about this, innit? Because I know your obsession with Pablo, innit?
Yeah.
Like in terms of cooking like Pablo and stuff like that, what you like him to your beats, isn't it? Yeah. And obviously, I've got the number 2. So yeah, what's the process of actually making one of these, innit?
It's actually long. I think it took me about 2 months to do it.
What, all 10?
No,
or so one piece and then okay,
10. So, but obviously, so something that I had to learn how to adapt to. So basically, I do real life painting, like on a canvas and all that stuff. But I'm now trying to get with the modern day, and that's like digital art. So that's doing it on an iPad or doing it on, I don't know, Photoshop or something like that. So I picked a program called Procreate. So I actually had to learn how to use that. So doing that piece took me about a month to do, because I was, as you see, I'm a perfectionist, so I need to make sure it's...
This is cold, boy.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So with that, it's just like, that just represents motivation, do you know what I mean? It's not even a thing of like, like
go
being
trap.
Like, go trap, or be like, because obviously, like, I'm doing series to that. Like, obviously, when I gave it to you, I gave you the
card.
The game card as well. So that's season 1. So season 2 is gonna be Pablo Picasso. So it's you know what I mean? It's gonna be different. It's all gonna make sense. Every project is linked to the other.
Sweet, but anyway, brother, lovely for coming on, man.
Man.
I'm gonna get you on again as well, man, innit?
Oh, come on, man.
I'm saying,
working
innit,
on
family.
the next project anyway, so there'll be other artwork and a bunch of other stuff to talk about.
Well, you're just gonna be gifting me every time you do it. Well, number 2, yeah?
Yeah, number 2, man.
Sweet. Anyway, love for coming on, man, innit?
Man.
Some of these bits, beautiful. Some of them will go viral.
Yeah.
100. But love, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
All right, man. Cool,
Sweet.
Man. Sweet.
Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the mud, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures, 3-course meals for dinners, 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different, cause the bag is different. On the